Hi YouTube, I hope everybody's doing well. Well, we had our first our foster care to adopt class tonight, and I just wanted to give everyone a short little overview of what happened. It was basically just like a general overview meeting. You know, a lot of first meetings are like that. We just kind of got to know everybody. Did a little exercise. Where like everyone had these cards, and some people had like a child's need on them, other people had like a foster parent's need of like what they could handle or whatever, where we tried to match up with people. Then we got our stack of paperwork that I told you guys about. Here it is, a lovely large stack. Some of it's the profile information that you have to fill out, with just your name, financial information, medical information, your history, your childhood, all that kind of good stuff. It also asks you to take pictures of your house and things like that, because part of this is what makes up the profile for the child to look at. Not in the case of obviously emergency situations, but in a case I guess where there's time before they place them, they show them the pictures, and you have pictures of yourself and your animals, things like that, so that they're aware of that. What else is in here? It just asks questions about our marriage, what we would most like to change about our partner, how we handle anger, your work history, which jobs did you like, which jobs didn't you like, things like that. So we have till the next class to fill that out. And the interesting is, well, I guess it's not that interesting, but we each have to fill it out, because obviously we have different childhood experiences and things like that. So that'll be kind of fun, I guess. That's pretty much it. If anybody has any general questions, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to, go into more detail about it. I just don't want to bore everybody by going over every single question. I haven't really looked over it that great, and if I do find interesting questions, I can definitely do a separate video on it. But it's pretty much just general information. It asks you about how important school is to you and things like that. I guess just so that they can, make sure that the fit is, they're not going to match somebody that's, very particular about school with somebody that's not a good student or something like that. I don't know. But it just kind of helps them to understand what kind of people you are and things like that. One thing we did find out tonight was about the home study. I think I've mentioned before that that's the thing that interests me the most, exactly what they're looking for. And I feel like we have a unique situation here. So I really, we talked a lot about that on the way home. We want to know, what the criteria are and things like that for the home study. What am I trying to say here? I know that because somebody, and we were talking about this tonight, and we can't remember who it was, somebody had told us something before about the attic, because 2 of our bedrooms are on a 3rd floor. It's full-size rooms and everything, but there's something to do with the fact that it's a 3rd floor. And I couldn't remember who it was. My husband is so forgetful, and he couldn't remember who it was. I don't remember who it was saying something about either the stairs or the windows or something. I don't know. So I really want more information on that, but I think that until we get closer to that, nobody's going to give us a lot of information on that. And like I said, I've been on YouTube. I didn't really search Google, but I guess I could. I've been on YouTube and don't really see when anybody's done much information on the home study. So if somebody would please do a video on that, that'd be great. Basically, we're just kind of going through that. That's a concern that I have, is the home study. Because I've mentioned a couple times we're remodeling our house, so it kind of puts us on a real timetable to get everything done, because they come in, and I know I'd watched, or somebody told me, I can't even remember, I'm sorry, it's late at night, it's almost 11 o'clock, and I'm totally spent, but, what was I saying? They come in and they look at every single drawer. They open up every cupboard, everything. So I don't know. It's just, I'm a neat freak. So, I just want to make sure everything's perfect. But anyhow, that'll be interesting as it goes on. The other thing is, I know that that's done at some point during the 10 weeks. So that puts us on a real kind of rush to get everything done, which I am so glad that I'm not taking classes this summer because I had originally thought I would take at least 2 classes, and I'm so glad I decided against that. And I'm not going to work this summer. I'm just going to stay home. And I'm so glad because we have so much to get done. Because we need to, again, just a question on the home study, I'm sure we need to furnish the rooms too. So we have to buy some beds and things like that. And I'd like to at least have one crib. Sorry. I'd like to at least have one crib so that if there is a baby available, we could get it. Let's see. That's pretty much it. I'll do another video next week. I'm sure there will be more interesting stuff to talk about. I know next week they said they were going to talk a little bit about child development and things like that. So that will be more interesting. As for the fertility stuff itself, we have not, I thought at this point I would schedule an appointment, and I did not do that. I had a huge paper due for school this week, and so I really just focused on that. I didn't get a lot of stuff done that I wanted to. But I do want to schedule that soon because I know that there's going to be a little bit of a wait. And I'm looking to schedule something after school is done. I'm done with school a month from now, so I feel like if I could schedule it now, it'll come in right about the time that I'm done with school, which will be nice. And then we'll do whatever he wants us to do, whether it be the injectables or the surgery to see whatever. Really sorry, I'm tired and I just can't think straight. So that's where we're at. My husband still does not have insurance yet. That's supposed to happen this week or next week. And that's the other good thing. I want a couple weeks before we have the appointment because I want to be able to research on my own and find out what's covered. Because I'm sure a lot of you probably find out that the doctor's offices do, well, I mean, I don't, maybe this isn't the way it works, but here, like the doctor's offices pretty much tell you to figure out what's covered. You know, they'll bill the insurance or whatever, but they don't know what's covered. So I like to find out on my own exactly what's covered and up to, you know, how much and everything so that we can just kind of be prepared for our options. I know the last insurance we had through my job, it did cover in vitro up to like $10,000 or something. I'm really, really hoping that this insurance does as well in case that is our next option after injectables. I really haven't thought too much about that though because I feel like I want to stay in the now, stay in, you know, what's going on now so that I don't have to, I think if I don't know about everybody else, but if I just think about stuff way in advance like that, it makes me just get really anxious. So I'm just going to kind of take it one day at a time. And that's the good thing too about the foster care is that I feel like it's giving us some more options. I really want to try to have a child of my own because I just really want to experience that. But like I said, we want a large family and we feel like at the age that we're at, we are not going to be able to have a large family on our own. So even if we had 2 or 3 kids on our own and adopted a couple or, you know, adopted 4 and only had 1 of our own, we think at this point we'll definitely have a blended family, which I don't think is a bad thing. And I think that, you know, we're really doing a service to, I think, kids in need. So it's a win-win situation, I guess. What else? That's it. I mean, if anyone has any questions at all about the class or wants me to go over more specific detail about the questions on the profile information, I will be more than happy to give you that information. That's pretty much it. I mean, there really wasn't, it was more of an introduction tonight, so there really wasn't. I was hoping to have a lot to come back and talk to you guys about, but there's really not that much information. Tonight was more like introductory. So, don't forget to subscribe. I watch one girl's videos that she says it at the end of all her videos, and maybe she gets more subscribers. I don't know, but don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will talk to you all later. Send me a comment if you have any questions or anything, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.